Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome again to the new session, or you can say the next session of your math subject. So in the last video we were talking about the properties of integers, right? So we had started with closure property and we had seen for different operations how it is. So under addition, subtraction and multiplication, and also and multiplication, it is closed. Okay, that is integers are closed, whereas in the operation of division, so you will say that integers are not closed. Okay, let's move on to the commutative property. So first, what is commutative property? You know what, in this property, whenever you do some operation on two numbers or on numbers, so you are moved, or if you move or swap the numbers from its position, and if it is doesn't make any difference to answer, then you can say that commutative property is true for that operation. For example, okay, let us take two numbers, random numbers, suppose a and b. Okay, so these two numbers, suppose I say they belong to integers. All right, so a and b, they are some integer numbers, suppose. Now if I do an operation on this, that is a plus b, okay, as this, if I write as b plus a, then it shouldn't make a difference in the answer. Okay, if this a plus b answer is c, here also if it is c, then you will say that commutative property is true. Okay, if it's in the similar way for subtraction, if I take a minus b, and let me swap again with b and a. If I take b minus a, if both are equal, then commutative property is true. And if it is a dot b, and if I swap with b dot as b dot a, it should be same, then only it is true. A divided by b, then if I do at b divided by a, if they are same, then only your commutative property will be true, we can say. Okay, now let us first go one by one and see the scenarios if we can get the true for the property of commutative property. Okay, let's see some scenarios in addition. Okay, if I take a number 4, okay, 4, and one more number b as a is 4 and b is 3. Okay, so for addition operation, 4 plus 3, this if I swap, if I'm taking it as 3 plus 4, okay, tell me they both are equal. Here I get 7, here also I get 7. Okay, for this scenario it is showing you that it is true. Okay, now let me take one more statement. What about if I take the statement like this, 5 plus minus 6. Okay, now I'll swap this as minus 6 plus 5. Tell me 5 plus minus 6, it is what? Minus 1, isn't it? Here also it is minus 1. Okay, so for this scenario also it is true. Let me take one more, 9 minus 9 plus 2. Okay, if I take this as 2 plus of minus 9, I'm just swapping a and b, that is 2 and minus 9. Okay, what is the output here for this? 9 minus 9 plus 2 is what? We are subtracting 9, 2, how much? 7, 8, 9, yeah, 7, and it is minus 7. Okay, and here also it is minus 7. So any of the situation, if you take scenario, it is true. So we say that in general integers, two integers a and b, okay, so the condition a plus b is equal to b plus a, it is true. Okay, okay, now let's move on to your subtraction now. Okay, let's see for subtraction now. Okay, for subtraction, let's take this example, 9 minus 7. Okay, these are integers. We are just subtracting these two. So what is the answer for this? 9 minus 7, you'll get 2. Okay, this is what? Plus 2, isn't it? Okay, here what, on the right hand side, how much you'll get? 7 minus 2. Yes, it is minus 2. Right, we are giving the sign of the bigger number. Okay, here it is minus 2 and here it is plus 2. So minus 2 and plus 2 is not equal to minus 2, isn't it? Okay, let's see one more example. We have plus 6 and of minus 4. So what is the answer for this? 6 plus, so it will become 6 if we change this equation. 6 plus 4, right? So 6 plus 4 is what? 10. It is plus 10 because the sign of this is positive. Okay, look at on the right hand side. So you can write this as minus 4 minus 6, isn't it? So this will be equal to what? Minus 10, right? So this is minus 10 is not equal to plus 10. Therefore subtraction is not commutative. Okay, commutative. For addition it is commutative because this is not equal to, right hand side is not equal to left hand side. Okay, you can just think of many more examples, and all the time you'll get the sign different. Okay, let's see for multiplication now. I took some examples here. 5 multiplied minus 2 is how much? It is minus 10, isn't it? Okay, so commutative is what? If I take this as minus 2, we are just interchanging. Okay, minus 2 multiplied 5 is what? We are swapping. Okay, so here it is minus 10. This is equal to, this is also equal to minus 10. Right hand side is equal to left hand side. Okay, let us take one more example here. It's 2 cross 3. I can take, and if I interchange or swap 3 and 2, it will be 3 multiplied by 2, 6, and here also it is 6. Okay, if you take number of examples, okay, this is going to give you always the same answers on both the sides. Okay, so this is minus 200, this is also equal to minus 200. Therefore what do you say? What is the inference you get? Therefore multiplication is what? Commutative. Okay, multiplication is commutative. Alright students, I hope it is clear. I think it's very easy to understand. Okay, what is commutative? You are just swapping the numbers. Okay, and after swapping, if we get both the numbers equal on both the sides, then we say that it is true. For commutative property is true for that. So till now we had seen commutative property is true for addition and multiplication, isn't it? Here for subtraction it is not commutative. Okay, let's see for division. What do you think, students, is it true? Commutative property is true for division of integers. See, we already know that for whole numbers, I think you have you remember this. For whole numbers it is not commutative property is not true. Like example, if you take whole numbers are 1 and 2. Okay, if we take 1 by 2, this is not equal to 2 by 1, isn't it? So check for, now let us check for integers. Okay, if I take one example here, you see 8 divided by minus 4. Okay, minus 8 divided by minus 4, is it same as this? Tell me, 8 divided by minus 4 is how much? This is equal to 2, isn't it? 4 to 8. 8 divided by 4, so minus minus, it will give you plus sign, so this is 2. What about this? Here it is minus 4 divided by minus 8, so what is the answer here? It is 1 by 2. So this is not equal to this, right? So these two are not equal. Okay, let's take one more example to have a clear understanding. We have 30 minus 30 divided by 6. So what is the answer for this? It is minus 5. Okay, tell me, is it same as when we take commutative property? 6, I'm just interchanging 6 and 30. 6 divided by minus 30. Okay, what is the answer for this? So this will be minus 1 by 5. So it is not equal. Therefore, what do you infer? We say that commutative property under division is not true. Okay, same as that of your whole numbers. So here under division, commutative property is not true under this division. Okay, now let's see what is the next property, associative property. Okay, in associative property we are just shifting the parenthesis. Okay, and we are going to check whether both are equal, that is LHS left hand side is equal to right hand side or no. Okay, associative property is what? Suppose A, B and C are integer numbers. Okay, they belongs to integer number Z. Then if you add this numbers like this is in parenthesis. Okay, and if I shift this parenthesis towards the right side like this, A plus of B plus C, then if they both are equal, then we say the associative property is true under addition. Okay, similarly for subtraction we see like this, A minus B of minus C should be, if it is equal to, by shifting the parenthesis, minus A minus B or A minus of B minus C. Okay, and so on. Like this is how, what is associative property? We are just changing the operations, binary operation by shifting the parenthesis. Okay, or rearranging or shifting the parenthesis. Okay, let's see under this associative property under addition. It is going to be let's see now. I took one example here, 2 plus 3 in bracket, okay, in parenthesis, of plus 4. Now I will shift this parenthesis as we have, I had shown you here, A plus B plus C, and here it is shifted to B plus C. In the same manner, I will shift this parenthesis to 3 plus 4. Okay, it is 2 plus of 3 plus 4. Now let's see on the right hand side, this is RHS, right hand side, and this is LHS. Now calculate on the LHS what is your number going to be. Okay, answer you are going to get. So 3 plus 2 is what? 5, isn't it? 5 plus 4 is 9. Okay, now let's see whether this right hand side also has the same will get you the same answer or no. Okay, you have to, first you need to calculate the number in parenthesis. 3 plus 4 is how much? 7, isn't it? 7 plus 2 is what? 9. So we have L9 on the left hand side and on the right hand side 9. Okay, let us consider one more scenario where we have some negative sign. Okay, yeah, we need to try all the possible uh, ways, okay, numbers, and come to the conclusion later. Okay, I have taken one more example, minus 2 plus 3 and plus of plus 5. So I will take minus 2 out of the bracket of a plus of 3 plus 5 in the parenthesis or bracket. Now tell me what is the answer on the left hand side. Minus 2 plus 3 is what? 1. Okay, plus 1 plus 5. So on the left hand side we will get 6. Okay, now check on the left on the right hand side. It is minus 2 plus 5 plus 3 is 8, right? 8 minus 2 is how much? 6. Is it plus 6? Yes, it is plus 6. So 8 on the left hand side and on the right hand side again you got the same number. So if you go and try for all the possibilities, your associative property under addition is true. Okay students, now let's move on for the subtraction. What do you think? Under subtraction also, is it true? It will be associative for integer subtraction. Let's find out now. Okay, I took 2 minus 3 and I will take this for in parenthesis. Okay, the scenario like this: 2 minus 3 of minus plus 4. So I will shift this bracket to this side. 2 minus of 3 minus 4 in the parenthesis. Now calculate left hand side and also on the right hand side. Now tell me, on the left hand side, when you calculate in the bracket, so you will get minus 1, okay, minus 4. So how much you will get? Minus 1 minus 4 is minus 5. Okay, let's calculate for the right hand side. It is 2 minus, in the bracket it is 3 minus 4 will give you how much? Minus 1. Okay, so 2 minus of minus 1 will be, it is nothing but 2 plus 1. Okay, so this will give you 3. So minus 5 is not equal to 3, isn't it? Okay, so now you got a scenario in which you've seen that LHS is not equal to RHS. That means it's obvious the fraction is not true under associative property for integers. Okay, so we can say this is not true or not associative. Okay, okay, can we do one more? Yes, for multiplication. What do you think for multiplication? Is it true associative property? Let's find out. If I take bracket initially here, okay, and now if I shift it to the numbers like this, 2 multiplication of minus 3 and 2 minus 4 like this. Okay, now tell me what is the answer on the left hand side and on the right hand side. Left hand side, it is in the bracket first minus 6 multiplied by minus 4. So 6 fours 24, minus minus sign will become plus for in multiplication. Okay, on the right hand side, let's calculate. It is 2 multiplied in the bracket, how much you will get? 4 3s 12, both are minus, so it is plus 12. So 12 multiplied by 2 is 24. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. Okay, let's consider one more scenario. Can we get not equal to at this time? Let's see. See, I have took this minus 5 and 2 in bracket. Now I am shifting the bracket to minus 5, that is 2 cross 3 I am taking in a bracket now. Now calculate 5 to it is minus 10 and you'll get minus 30 on the left hand side. Here minus 5 and 3 to 6. So here you'll get again minus 30. So by these examples you can say that associative property is true under multiplication. Okay, let's stop here students for this properties, and let's complete the other inshallah in the next session, and waiting to meet you all in the Zoom meeting. Assalamu alaikum until then.